Evening all. Yes, it's bloody late. Oh shit, I swore in the first 15 seconds. That's me buggered for tonight then. It's 9:15. Yeah, I'm normally on at 8 o'clock. We've had a very late night at the garage, and I literally got in about 30 minutes ago. So I've just quick time to grab a McDonald's and jump on as always. I'm off on Holly Bob's tomorrow night, so I thought I'd jump on for a few. There may be a Friday night live stream next week, but it just depends on how quick I bet back from the bottom of Wales. So evening to Jamie, Peaky is here. Evening to Gus. Hi Gus. Crazy Dad Biker is here as well. Hey Jay, how you doing? Yeah, Rev's bad at timekeeping. Mrs. Birthday. Yes, Peaky's Mrs. Birthday is today, so happy birthday, Mrs. Peaky. Plenty of excuses to get a pint in there then. So as I say, the link to the StreamYard is up on the side over here. If you want to come and jump in on the stream, you are very welcome to do so. So come and jump in. It's not going to be a long one tonight. So I'm going to get on, do a little bit of disappear off and get some bed. Evening, Rev, how's you? Yeah, I am good. Yeah, man himself. If you missed the Super Sausage Run on the Harley, that was fun. That was very, very good fun. Currently putting the new top box on the GTR. So we'll see how that goes. But obviously, I have got a lot on and a lot of packing to do. And we're massive hours at the garage at the moment. We sold 8 bikes today. So 8 bikes in one day. We normally do about 3 a week. Yeah, my hair, I've literally just jumped out the shower, mate. I'm not going to stand up because I'm only sitting in here in a t-shirt and a pair of pants. But talking of your hair is disappearing, let's bring on this guy. Yeah. How you doing, Mucker?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good. Bloody long day. I've been in since I think about 6:30 this morning, so I didn't get in till about 8:30, 8:45 tonight. So absolutely bloody long day for me. Bloody long day.
I've only just seen your message. To be fair, like I say, it's Tracy's birthday today, so we've been out and all the rest of it. So I've only been in I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes. But how's tricks anyway?
Yeah, I'm good. I just thought I'd jump in, and you can't have a Friday night without the live stream with Rev and it's the Rev and Peaky show. Hey, Spaztex here. Evening, buddy. Nothing to see anyway. It's true. It's disappearing. I'm catching up with Peaky, but I've got a little way to go yet. Talking of that, 2 seconds. I have been and got you a little present. Next time I see you, I've got to be very careful how I stand up because I'm sitting in a pair of pants. So we don't
want to see your undercarriage fucking hanging out.
Don't start. I've got my Rode mic on. You can hear everything.
Just have a piss or a shit. Spaztech, I've never heard of you, mate. How you doing, Mucker? Spaztech, how's tricks? Crazy Dad Biker, can you stop polishing your head? I have to wear sunglasses. Twat.
So I've got to get my admin and get this post out. But probably next time I see you, I'll just give you this. I bought you a little badge. You're my favourite ginger. Because Mrs. was going through and she went, "Oh, I love that key ring." And I went, "What?" She went, "You're my fan. Get it for Peaky." And I went, "Yeah, all right."
Well, I'm waiting for the delivery of some a bit of merch. So you'll have a t-shirt and
nice.
A couple of little things going out. So if anybody wants a t-shirt, fucking drop me a DM.
Yeah, the donations in beers, please, not in money, in beers. Well needed holiday. Yes, it's. I have 2 holidays a year. I have one in April, end of April, and one at the end of September. So, it's been a bloody long holiday. Well deserved. The thing is, obviously, I get back off of holiday. And I'm back in the garage on a Monday morning, but the Thursday night I am riding down, or driving, should I say? I'm not going to ride; it's too many miles. I'm going to drive down to Exeter because I'm at Lexmoto on the 29th. Got a training course to do, so I said, obviously, messaged Steve Exeter Rider and said I'm coming down on the Thursday night. Going to grab myself a Premier in or something, or might even say it is, but. If you want to meet up, you can meet up. So we and him have been messaging each other. So I will catch up with Exeter Rider when I'm down there on the Thursday night, go and have a beer with him. But that'll be good fun. How did you get on with this GoPro? Have they said anything?
Oh, mate, I'm having a nightmare. Honestly, I'm having an absolute fucking nightmare. So basically, a little backstory, just in case some of the guys don't know here. So I pre-ordered the GoPro 12 and the media mod. It says it was delivered. Got to open the box, and it was 2 carbon dioxide testers. Hold on, Nico, come here, Nico. It was 2 carbon dioxide testers, basically. So I rang GoPro, explained it to GoPro. Obviously, I can't blame them because they've got to go through the process to make sure the people are scamming them. I appreciate that. But for me, it's frustrating because obviously I've paid the money and I just want the camera, to be honest. I spoke to a lady today. How mad's this? So I spoke to a lady today in the Philippines who works for GoPro, and she was like, I've actually done a live the other night about opening the GoPro up and this, that, and the other. Because I opened the box up and it was 2 carbon. And she went, this is no word of lie. She went, are you the Peaky Biker? And I was like, yeah. How do you know? She went, I've watched you live. And I was like, no way. She went, it's only because you said your name's Brian that I've put 2 together. And I was like, no way. So we ended up coming in, showing her my channel and stuff. And she was like, right, I've tagged your channel against basically the folder that we open as obviously you've not got the item. She went, I'll get this sorted within 5 days. It usually takes 15 working days. So that's 3 weeks. She went, I'll get this sorted in 5 days for you. She goes, we can see from your account how much you've brought over the years. She went, you have had a couple of problems with a couple of GoPros. I says, but you have problems with all cameras. No camera's absolutely fantastic. I says, but you kind of, I'm stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea here. I don't want to say that I've pinched the camera because I pinched the camera, but at the same time, I got it kind of thing. So it's so what they're doing is they're basically that hopefully they're sending me a new camera out Monday and a media mod, but she's actually sent the live that I sent out to GoPro and said, you need to watch this. This is what you're doing to people. The gentleman I spoke to Thursday night said there was 90 people so far rang up and said they'd had 5 alarms, carbon dioxide testers, all different kinds of stuff. But I have actually watched a YouTube video from Australia, and this lad says he knows somebody in GoPro, and what they're doing is that because they've not got the quantity, they're sending stuff out to delay other people getting it. So, like, for example, every 150 GoPros, one is wrong. It's a wrong order. So you've got to take a week to come back, to get back to them, to get the GoPro, to allow basically the GoPros to come up and fucking and stack up. But which ain't no good, obviously, because they should make the demand what they've said. But the one thing she did say was basically if you pre-order a GoPro, you don't get it from GoPro. It comes from a third party, and it comes actually from a different factory that's holding the GoPros and the actual GoPro factory, which I don't know. Well, pretty shit, but I can't do nothing about it at the minute, so I've got to just fucking suck it up.
That would explain why I get 15 vibrators delivered on Monday.
That was correct.
Have you got to return the carbon monoxide?
Mate, it wouldn't surprise me. To be fair, the girl I spoke to today, she was brilliant. She was, like I say, I was absolutely blown away. And when she went to me, she went, "You're not the Peaky Biker by any chance?" And I was like, "Yeah, how the fuck?" And you think, "How the fuck do you know that?" She was like, "Yeah, I watched the live," and I was like, "No way!" And then we started talking, and she's made quite a few comments on my channel at different points. And I was like, I know who you am now. I was like, yeah. She was, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag your channel as evidence on your live of you opening up the box as evidence for you when it goes to for the people to look at it to say, you know, yes.
Mate, honestly, I'd have filled it with butt plugs and everything. That would have been. I'd be like, no, the horror. What's going on, GoPro?
It's gonna come. It's gonna come out like something off OnlyFans and horses with blow doors and everything.
They're not my size.
Yeah. How you doing, Zed? Anyway, how you doing, mate?
Right. Doing well, mate. Doing well.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
How's that bike coming along?
I got another wee delivery today. I got an engine cradle. I was talking about it last week when I was on your live about the front brackets and stuff like that. So just after I spoke about it in Monday morning, I got a message from eBay saying that the seller had half the price of the engine cradle with the 2 brackets on it. So $14.99 with free delivery. I bought it, so I get delivered today. Along with the last of the stainless steel bolts that I need for the subframe. So tonight I bolted up the subframe, so the subframe's bolted up and ready to go. So I just need to get my finger out my backside and get the front forks done. So if I do the front forks, it means I can do the airbox and so on and so forth. So it's getting there, but I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, but I say take your time with it. There's nothing to.
It's become a labour of love. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, do it slow. Take your time. Marvelous. Oh, let me have a swig of this. I went and got myself some bloody Desperado. This stuff's quite nice, actually.
It's all right.
You want it with Coke? What Dr. Pepper?
I'm drinking some Glenlivet.
What 8 bikes have you sold today?
Lex Motor.
No, believe it or not, we haven't. Well, we sold one Lex Motor. It was a 50cc Echo. But we've got four.
Echo.
We've done 4 WK scramblers. Them little scramblers are flying out the door. So we did loads of those. We've done a little AJS Firefox Scooty. But actually someone come in, he said, oh, I only wanted to do 2.5 miles to the shop, 2.5 miles home. Have you still got any electric ones in? I went, I've got one left on the shelf. It's been on the shelf a year. You're quite welcome to it. And he's like, all right, I'll buy. And he bought the Lex Moto Elex, which has got 2 batteries and does 30 miles an hour. And it's got a range of 40 miles.
It was reserved for Simon as well.
It was reserved for Simon, but yeah, unfortunately, he's bought it. GTR Rich is in the room. Evening, Rich. Good to see you, buddy.
Can I just say, you got to watch GTR Rick's GT Travels.
Yeah,
you got to watch his video of his little series coming up of going up to Scotland.
Yeah,
him and his mate. Them funny. Them proper funny. It's like 2 comedians going on holiday, mate. Honestly, there was when I met him for that afternoon, the night, and the next morning, I was crying all the time. It's brilliant, honestly.
I had a little message from. Oh, in fact, bear with me a second because Andy's just messaged me back.
So when do you reckon that'll be finished then, Zed?
Like I say, I've not set any time limit on it. I want it done this side of the year, obviously, because I want to ride it before the end of the year, and I will. So, I'm not putting any pressure because there's a lot of bolts that need tightened and torqued and so on and so forth. So I'm just chilling out.
Quick one. Obviously, someone's just asked, is Andy on tonight? Andy messaged me about half an hour ago, said I won't be on the stream. I'm not saying what it is because obviously I'm not going to discuss it in the room, but he has an issue with the family. So, yeah, and it's not good. It's not good news, unfortunately. So he said, apologies, I won't be on. I'll message you guys privately and let you know why.
I hope he's all right, man.
Yeah, he's all right. He's coping, but obviously it's something that wasn't good news. But I'm not going to say what it was in the room.
Oh, fair play, man.
I'll pass it on in a private message in a minute. So let me just find.
Can't wait to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to work again. Oh, can't wait.
It looks like it's 3 o'clock in the morning now with your fucking eyeballs. You look like you're fucking piss holes in the snow.
Oh man.
You'll have to have some Columbia marching powder.
Oh mate, I can't afford it.
Just message you guys.
Oh,
So yeah, but obviously don't mention that in the room, please. You should have that message now.
Yeah, I got it, man. That's
Yeah, but obviously I've said to him if he needs me, I'm at the end of the phone. Obviously, I'm gonna sort of let him do his own thing, especially in circumstances like that. So, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject. So don't ask what it is, people, please. Quick one. Let's roll down some of these questions. Ponkster's in the room. Evening, Ponkster. I'm impressing in the GoPro 12 for the new Bluetooth. Yeah, everyone said it's got Bluetooth and lots of issues. And yeah,
it's. They reckon that the issues are ironed out because they've took out the GPS.
Yeah.
So fuck you. Yeah, so they took out a lot of the updates for GoPro was for the GPS. That was 90% of the updates was for the GPS. So they've got rid of the GPS on the GoPro 12. That's why the battery's lasting for nearly 3 hours now.
That's good news. That's good news. I thought it might have been the carbon dioxide sensors that were floating.
It's when Peaky puts the camera near the exhaust.
Absolute wankers.
I can't believe that. Honestly, that's got to be a wind up, Peaky.
Honestly, we say.
What? That come from GoPro?
Yeah, straight up.
Fucking golden, man. Like, there's some scams out there, and that tops it, I think.
Well, I've already been
expensive carbon monoxide sensors ever.
Can I just ask a question? Have the GoPro been taken over by Ruroc?
Honeycomb, isn't it? That's brilliant. I see that. I was really thinking you're about to do a review on the GoPro, and then I'm looking at these two CO2 sensors going, yes, that's not right here, look. And then I clocked it took me a while to clock what was going on, and I was like, I think you're happy.
Mate, the thing is, at the minute, I can't get angry because I want the camera. So at the moment with them, I'm trying my hardest not to get angry with them on the phone. Just to be
honest, I was looking at their website because my 360 Max from the Scotland trip, because Matt kept fucking angling it down near the road, like to get the low shots. It's got a nice chip in the lens, and I messaged them because I'm subscribed. They said that's not a problem. I don't know if it was their bot or whatever, but it says there's no questions asked. If it just costs you 90 quid to replace, so I'm like, mate, it's a £500 camera. Fucking right, I'll take that on payday. So I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna sort it out on payday. I'll tell you what, this is the first time I am so on my arse with money. Right. I'm not begging, right? But I'm just saying it's amazing how you enjoy a trip, and because you haven't done no overtime in that time away, that you come back to just scraping the bills. Like, it's just like, oh my God, hurry up, payday. Fucking hell, we can't come quick enough.
Oh, you need to do more pictures on your OnlyFans. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should do an OnlyFans. Call it the Nakeds, and then when people subscribe, it's just naked motorbikes. Shit, I'm just giving it away anyway. Damn, there's
we'd already come up with that. Naked bikers, just loads.
And just all four of us naked. Simon.
Yeah, just standing next to your bike with your arse out.
With a glove over the boy.
That's all right. We'll have to do a calendar for next year.
Bending down, lubing the chain with a G-string hanging out the back of the. That's a shot. That's a shot. That's a money shot.
Mate, I need a nappy because my fucking poles will be hanging out.
So look, Daddy, that guy's making balloon animals.
Dad, why's he got grapes hanging from his arse, Dad?
when my granddad passed away, obviously my granddad passed away beforehand, so me and the family were in the house like clearing out, and in my granddad's wardrobe he had a tall brown envelope, and we've opened it up and it's just loads of jokes which he had collected for this day to cheer us all up. And there's one from 1984, Wembley. I think it's Wembley. Yeah, Wembley farting competition, and it was the rules of the competition. And any follow-throughs is an instant disqualification, because you can imagine the nose of the judge being right on the rim. Instant disqualification. We're in stitches. I just thought I'd pull that in with Big Piggy's.
Darren's here. Evening, Darren. Mr. Spears.
Hey, Darren, how you doing, man?
So, but nah, to be fair, the girl I spoke to today, like I say, at GoPro, she was sound. Like I say, I really want to let fly, but at the same time, I've got to hold it back to get the fucking camera. Do you know what I mean? Yep. So up until I get the camera.
So it's the biggest change from the 11 to 12, the battery life.
No, there's the colour grading.
Wireless mic.
Colour grading, wireless. The main one for me is the colour grading and the stability. The stability is like rock solid.
Wow.
So it's 6.0 now on the stability. But the colour grading, now you shouldn't have to in post edit colour grade. So because it's got a bigger sensor, and also with the low light as well. So when you go through with a GoPro, you go into not the dark, but into a shadow, you can see a really noticeable difference with the GoPro, where with a DJI you can't.
And if you're filming too close to your bike while the engine's running, it beeps and lets you know.
Yeah.
What's that new mod it's got? Is it like a fisheye lens or something?
That's you can get that with the GoPro 10 and the 11. The fisheye lens.
It's the same. Say someone I watched a review on the GoPro 10 and they said it. What have I just wasted my money on?
It's the only difference is with the 12 because the initial lens is bigger. Than the initial
field of view is
bigger. Is bigger, so it's a hell of a lot wider.
So the mod with the 9 and the 10 basically, like before, what happened with the horizontal sort of leveling was it only allowed you to go a certain amount. When you bought the mod, which was the lens mod, it allowed you to do 360 degrees, and it would still allow you to have the horizontal horizon. That was basically what the lens mod did, because they couldn't get a big enough sensor into the camera to allow it to happen just off the bat.
Basically, wasn't it?
Yeah. So now they have that. That's basically it. Plus, obviously, the addition of the software to back it up.
Oh fucking hell! I didn't know that. That's mad.
It's a wonder that Darren hasn't said anything yet, because we had a guy phone up last week. He said I've got a Honda Derville. I mean, Dolville, yeah.
Honda Deville.
Honda Deville.
Yeah.
Honda Deville.
Yeah. He said it's playing up. It's got a wiring issue. Can you get it in? I went, not for a while. I went, I know a man that can, so I sent him to Darren.
Honda Deville, is that not the one with the Dalmatians?
Yeah, that's the one.
I had one of them years ago, a little gold one, shaft driven, did about 75. No, it done about 110. And I'll tell you what, I took when I was with one of my fiance at the time. We went over to France on it, all the way down to St. Malo. I'll tell you what, that was one comfortable bike with the turbo screen on it. That thing was beautiful. And then we put the cargo net on the screen and stuck all our wet underwear in it. We lost a pair of knickers.
There's a lot of underestimated bikes out there. A lot of bikes that just you wouldn't consider off the bat. If you were standing in a showroom, you wouldn't pick them. But the amount of times I've heard people say, I did a journey, or I did this, or I did that, and that bike just stood out. It was epic.
Because they made is it 750 or 700, the newer model, but I had the old 650.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it wasn't a great looker. Fucking comfortability was up, mate. It was more comfortable than my GTR, and that's no joke. With a stock seat, it was really comfy, man. Nice seating position. It was like the middle of the range, wasn't it? You know, Tourer for Honda. You had, or the baby Tourer, wasn't it? Because you had the Honda DeVille. Is it the Pan-European Honda?
Yeah.
And then you had the Goldwing.
No.
So it's like the baby Tourer, and it was a really comfy bike.
How he's rubbing it in now.
Pan-European was the one the police took, wasn't it? That was the one that they rode one.
The old Japanese police took the GTR, mate, because it's faster.
Yeah.
That bike.
Rich,
I've ridden my bike all week.
That and the RT. They took the RT as well. So,
Rich, how come I'm only on your video for like the last fucking 20 seconds, mate? What's going on there?
I've done that because, mate, I don't know how to make videos. I'll be honest, as you can see, but I'm going to follow it in from that. So I'm going to have to ask you, I'm glad I fucking popped on it, actually. When you get a sec,
I'll drop you a text.
Wednesday, I'll send you a Dropbox. If you've got any footage of us, because I was looking and we ain't got any of you, because she was like, you turned up, we set up, and we went to bed, we woke up and you fucked off. So it's like, that was it. But if you got anything, that'd be great, mate. I've started this next one.
Peaky of all the shower scenes and all. It's like
we had the shower thing away.
Snoring episodes and everything.
You've got a big bang on country, bruv. Fucking hell. Country. What a guy.
Oh, God, it's pissing down the rain. Them bastards are snoring. I'm off.
Me and Matt.
Listen, see with 5 minutes of sunshine, it's the best country in the world, man, for bike riding. It really is.
You trouble with Scotland, and it is always going to be there. You get good weather, and the midges come out to play, and they come in their trillions. Not just a couple. Going, you all right, lads? Can I eat you? You get eaten.
Yeah.
These fuckers, man, they are horrible. But this next episode's going to be. This is going to be funny as fuck. There's some funny content coming in because this will be us leaving, doing a little bit in the lakes, which I think everyone's seen on Facebook and that of us jumping in rivers and stuff. But then it's the trip into Scotland to the first night of wild camping, and then episode 2 will be going. We'll have episode 3 will be the big one. That's going to be about an hour long. So get ready for this because it's the whole journey from the wild campsite just north of Loch Lomond. We go up Loch Lomond and that's all the way to Malag. That's going to be big. Like Glencoe.
What's the beaches like at Malag?
The beaches, to be honest, mate, we're in the fishing pool. How hotel do we stay in?
So if you did you go right up the west coast?
Oh, we wrapped all the way, mate. And I'll tell you what, that the best bit of roads, honestly, the best from Glencoe.
Yeah.
Actually, from Fort William. I'm not going to lie. It was like from or Glenfillan, I'd say, all the way to Malag were some of the best roads I've ever rode on my life.
So like, the beaches all along Malag are all like white sands. It's like the Mediterranean, but it's like you put your foot in it and you know you're in the North Sea.
We were just, you know what blew our mind? It was the way the road had been laid out, and the trees which were accidentally missing were perfectly missing. You know, it's like it was structured in the way that every time you turned, you angled that bike and looked left or right, it was like, oh my God, look at that. And it's like, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
But we got I don't know if everyone knew, but I lost a week and a half's worth of drone footage. The chip went corrupt on me. So everything from the Lake District on the drone all the way to the Isle of Skye literally has gone. There's nothing on the chip.
Skye's just such a fantastic place as well.
Like that, oh God Almighty, bruv! Just thinking about it, it's when we went up them hills, fucking near just past the nose mountain bit, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
we did a bit of drone footage up there. I think I grabbed that onto my phone, and I made some little video of it. It was just. Spectacular.
There's one of the hills on Skye, and I think it's the Coolins mountain range, and they call it threading the eye of the needle. And basically, the path that you have to walk on to reach the peak, you have to walk through the hole in a rock face, and basically you're right over the edge, so it's a sheer drop below you, but you have to walk through it to get to the peak.
Yeah, mate. When I was riding it, because I bought the drone. Matt wanted to hike. He could hike as much as he wanted.
Yeah.
I bought the drone to hike on my behalf.
Brilliant.
So I was halfway up this cliff, and where I was sitting, I was literally on the edge of the cliff. And every time I looked up from my drone, my vertigo just went on ballistic. Because I'm literally, if I'd have sneezed and went forward, I'd have gone like 3,900 foot drop, fucking serious. But he went up, and I took the drone to him to do them little videos I put up. I don't know if I put it on YouTube. I'll have to see. But if it isn't, I'll make sure it goes up. I've just been working so much. So, like, what a country, man! Like, just that first wild camp night, just waking up to a fucking mountain in front of us. It was like, oh my God, look at that! Like, just we're right next to the main road, but there was no noise.
No, that's it. That's it. And like where I stay in relation to like the foot of Loch Lomond, where you started off, that's 20 minutes from my house.
Oh, brother.
So,
you know,
my tires are just warming up just as I hit that.
Like, you know, so a lot of people, all my mates at work turned around and said, "Would you move there?" I said, "No, because I'd want to travel to it. It's something to travel to."
Yeah.
I couldn't see myself living there.
Yeah.
But the only place I found was crap, and this is just a personal preference, was Inverness. The town. It's just like, oh God, it's like being back in London.
It's soulless. It's got no soul whatsoever. Yep, totally get it.
But Loch Ness weren't on the schedule, and we ended up doing that. And fucking hell, that's one big lock, mate.
Yeah, it's a big puddle.
Well, the hotel we stayed in, I think I said it when I come on before. The hotel had tartan carpet, tartan wallpaper, tartan ceiling, tartan bed sheets, pillowcases, lampshades. Everything was tartan. And I'm not joking. I think it was there before there was water in the lock, mate. Like, it was that old. And when we got out in the morning, we were just scratching like crazy. I think we got eaten alive in there.
Definitely. No, you get a lot of that. But see, like in the last maybe 5 years, the high percentage of Ness's sightings were on days that I was actually swimming in the loch. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. I thought that was Crazy Dad Boycan swimming in the loch.
Just look for this animal. It's got like 2 humps. No, that's just crazy, Sandy. Arse cheeks.
It is belly in his knees.
Well, it's any consolation. I did ride Nessie. So I did ride her. It's all coming. Yeah.
I bet it was. I bet that took a while.
It was actually one of the best. I've done Cornwall, Wales, most of England, Peak District, Yorkshire Dales, East Coast, Norwich, and all that on my bike, and in the past. And I'm not going to lie, nothing comes close to what I see in Scotland. That really did take me to a different world. Like I couldn't believe this was on my doorstep.
There's
Life.
did you go up by the Green Welly in Tyndrum, Loch Lomond side?
We fucking hell, mate! Because everything was free ball. Our targets really were to get to the hotels on the day.
Yeah, of course.
Right? That was all planned.
Point to point. Yeah, I get that.
So everything else in between was free ball. You know, we didn't, when we were on, like, even Loch Lomond, we didn't know what to do there, where to go. We had to get to Fort William at this time so we could be between there and the pool. And mate, that road, oh my God, what a road. That road to Malag, from Glencoe to Malag, was unfucking real, mate. There's no other words for it. If you ain't on it, you got to, if you live in America, you need to come here and do it, because it is mind punching.
It's insane.
It really is.
Some of the speeds I've done on that road are just like, I can't believe I got away with it.
Mate, point, we're loaded up, right? And there's a point between.
Can I just say, I think you need to show a photo of how loaded up his fucking bike was, mate, because it was like a fucking pack horse. It was. Mate.
Yeah, it is loads on my Facebook. I don't know how to.
Hang on,
honestly, I pulled up next to him and I was like, "How the fuck are you riding that?" You know, like you look and you think, "Mate, I'm properly impressed here." Because you've got panniers at the back, panniers at the front, shit on your windscreen, shit on the back box, your back box, everything packed around your back box. I was like, you know what, mate?
We did all right.
Fair play, Jack. Fair play.
You know, I'm just surprised we didn't get a nick. I'm being serious. I thought we were going to get nicked by the old Bill or something.
I think we're mate, because I was more impressed with the fact that you've got it all that shit on your bike.
And the fact there's only about 15 police officers in the whole of Scotland as well. So
there we go.
You're all right.
Let's see if we can
share it up. Share it up. I'll give
I just you know what scared me the most? It's going over Hard Knock Pass with Matt on the back and it loaded up. That scared the living daylight. At one point, I thought the bike was going to go over itself.
There we go. Right, let's. There we go. That's the back.
Yeah, man.
Fucking bad, isn't it?
Look at it.
Brilliant.
It's a skip on wheels.
Brilliant.
We fucking smashed it, didn't we? Look at that. That's how to travel, boys, on a bike. That is it.
Yeah, there we go.
You know that old woman? You know who she is? You know what? She is Boots' mother.
Hey.
Right.
Itchy Boots on YouTube. That's her mother.
Oh, bloody hell.
She's got I do all my stuff on YouTube. She's 83 and still riding. She's riding a Honda 400 Scrambler up Scotland. Yeah, mate, on her own, solo with it. What a fucking powerful woman.
Brilliant, man.
Who's that? The big news in Scotland.
She should start a YouTube channel called Itchy Slippers or something like that.
Yeah. Oh God.
Itchy Sprocket.
Oh no, you know, everyone we come across though, at Whitesdale National Park, National Campsite, whatever it's called, where we stayed, all the way up to Scotland. Like when we went past the Scottish border sign and pulled into the first services, we had people waving us, like about 40 people waving us off when we went to go back on the motorway. Because everyone was just mind blown. So how does that bike roll? And you know something? When you're sat on it, not moving, I'm not going to lie, that was heavy as you like. But the moment you just roll forward, the weight is instantly, and it was shocking. But it was a bit tough getting that thing into corners. I'm not going to lie. I throwing it down into the corner, but at one point, obviously this is hypothetically speaking, we did about 130. Do you know what I mean? On the motorway, loaded up, and
130.
yeah. I mean 30. Yeah, that's right.
Kilometers.
It worked, you know. Like, not be fair, I wanted to see what that bike was capable of, and it ticked every box. It still had the guts, it still had the range with it loaded up, and it's like, wow, and it's still comfy.
Evening,
You know?
Chris.
Hello.
Rocket's here. Hey.
Now, GTR 1400, you want a good sports tourer, mate? That's the real definition of it, and a camper. And a skip, double decker.
Mate, you didn't fucking. He should have had a trailer with him. It'd have been sweet.
Mate, next year I'm getting it. I'm getting that single wheel trailer. I won't get a 2-wheel trailer. Sod that. I like freedom of filtering. But to have that single wheel trailer for mono trails, that's the one, mate. And the thing is, everything. I still have my back boxes. I still have my side panniers. You know that. And with a ample room, you know, for storage, like food, everything, like get the shower hooked up on the side. I was thinking, I was at work last weekend. I was got the bike, like the bike trailer I want, on the screen. I started editing it in some art program and seeing if I could get one of them fold out. See if it'd fit on the roof, the lid of the trailer, then fold out, so it's off the ground. I think it might work. So I can literally pull up in the rain, centre stand up, side stand on the side box, on the trailer, and just pop out the tent and get out of the rain.
Good
Not
idea.
bad. Yeah. And then all I need is wings.
Just need a fucking air tent. How quick was our setup?
Oh, mate,
You need an air tent. Literally, I reckon 4 minutes. I was set up. I was done. I'd finished. All these lot still. Him and the fucking admin, fucking Bill and Ben, still fucking around trying to fucking get the poles up, tap the fucking all the shit in. I'd done. I'd finished. I just sat there taking a piss.
Does it blow up your tent and your girlfriend at the same time? Is that the
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's
Yes to both.
Sorted.
Yes. Yes to both, Your Honour. But now, honestly, I was mega impressed with that fucking blow up air tent. Honestly, it was wicked.
Here's Blake's.
When I went to the Isle of Man, there was a crew across the road, and like they basically came to the Isle of Man with a van full of Ducatis, and that's what they had. They basically just plugged a compressor in and just blew their tent up, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And they're like, well, the whole bottom half of the tent is just an air, a mattress.
He's back.
It was just crazy.
As well, no, it was a great trip. I'm glad, mate. To be honest, Pete, I wish you'd have stayed that day, because that would have made that river, jumping in that river, mate. Brilliant, mate. It was wicked.
I want to jump in that fucking river, mate. Fucking no chance. But, I know what you're saying. Though. But like I say, mate, you know,
Lamb Henry.
Mate, it was good just to meet up and have a chat, and have a few beers in that pub, and have some food and shit. You know
Is that a cobweb on his ceiling?
Nah, it's right. With a surprise.
It's out of his wallet.
Yeah, no, there's not even cobwebs in it, mate. There's nothing. Literally, it's just like it's inside out. Oh, how not to roll a cigarette? Oh,
I was going to say this. I've any this, mate. This is for radio. This is it's out for fucking telly.
Sound of the Harley was epic. Yeah, cool bike. Yeah. That was bloody loud.
I was going to say, it was Sunday then, Rev, on the Harley.
Yeah. I got the new bit of kit because obviously Peaky sold me the camera. I bought one of these. Oh, where is it? One of these. It's called an Artman box, and it's got all your GoPro attachments in it. So you can basically. It's about 30 quid on eBay, but it comes with like loads of sticky mounts, selfie stick, all the GoPro mounts on it. But it comes with one of these, and I thought, I wonder what that's for. It's got a screw-in attachment at the bottom, but then you realise you can bend this round the handlebars, and it stayed upright all the way to Super Sausage. So yeah, I managed to get some nice 360 footage, but and I'm like, oh, here we go. You have to edit 360 and then put it across.
Yeah, that's the only thing I dislike about my 360, the Max, is that to do the post-processing stuff for the video, like if you want music, you've got to really guess how you want your camera to swing or pan or do you know what I mean? It's like it's so awkward. It's so long. It takes ages. Like for the first step.
Can I ask a question, right? See, am I right in saying that, see your editing software for the 360 camera, can you not edit it with a VR headset?
Well,
I wouldn't have a clue.
You can, but what you got to look at, Brett, like for me, for example. So I use the 360 software to edit the 360 camera.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to pre-plan the 360 footage to Filmora what I'm putting it into. So I'd have to sync the 360 camera and what I was editing into Filmora. If that makes sense.
So just in my brain, I'm thinking to myself, right, if I've got 360 footage that I want to edit to music, I would, if you can edit it, because I can remember Ayrshire Vlogster saying that he sat on a rotating seat with his mobile phone and he could move about and see the footage. So if that was me and I was editing, I would basically have a set of headphones on with the music that I wanted.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And then you can tie it together once you've done the edit.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, you on YouTube, you see videos of 360, and then it's attached to a motorbike. They drive, and you can turn your mobile to see. Yeah. I don't. What software? What
a lot of that
format is that?
I know my mate R6 Monkey. It was like the GoPro.
So what you do is
GoPro Max.
So what for Rev? If Rev goes into the 360 app when he edits that, rather than it putting static, if he puts that into 360,
yeah, you can,
and then just saves 360.
Yeah. Does it take longer to render though? Does that take longer to render?
Takes ages.
Yeah.
But,
I think to work that
the thing is, when you're looking at it, you can sit there with your phone and look around. With your phone.
So it is more immersive content. I did appreciate that because like my mate did it. He went on his bike with a 360 camera, and I was able to look about. I was looking at his dashboard. I was looking at what he was doing, changing gears, and I was looking at all sorts.
Yeah.
Other than what he was actually looking at himself. I probably had a different vlog to myself than anyone else did.
But there's a point. There's points. A lot of this travel we did. Matt on the back of the bike had the 360 on the boot. So to be able to do that, I'll have to do a bit of YouTubing. YouTube is our friend, isn't it? Literally, we learn everything from YouTube.
Yep.
And see how I can do that with the Max, because on the software, because when you do a video with the Max, it comes out with 3 different formats, and maybe one of them formats is that. Like, there's an LVL, I think, and I'll have a look tomorrow.
See what you should have on the Insta. You've only got 2. On the Insta, you've only got 2. You've got something called a static and something called the 360. So the static is where you want to look. So if you want to put something to the music, if you want to bounce it, use the music, then you put it on the Then you put it on the static. So what you're doing now is making it a static camera. So when you look at a particular thing, so if I'm riding my bike, I go, look at that. You can flip to that and look at it. Do you know what I mean? Where you can do it as a 360, where you can just put it like I have. If you look at some of my videos, I've got just a complete 360, so you can, like I say, sit there on your telly or wherever.
If I can add that into these episodes, but that's going to be a game changer, man.
Mate,
bit of music in the background, boom.
Mate, all exactly is it's even editing software because you on GoPro, you should have that already built into the software.
Yeah,
what you bought with your GoPro.
The moment I put it into Filmora, would it even take that? Because when I've opened it up on it won't work.
It won't work on Filmora. So what you need to do is edit it first, and then save it, and then put it into Filmora. So what I used to do is
that's what I've been doing. I've been doing.
So what I used to do is I used to save the footage and then upload what I'd saved on my desktop up into Filmora as a file, and then use that, and then edit it through Filmora to the music, if that makes sense. Does that make sense or no? No. So you edit the 360. Well, you don't edit the 360. You just leave it as a 360. Yeah. So then you save it to your desktop. Yeah.
Right.
So you save the 360 to your desktop, and then you take the 360 from your desktop into Filmora.
Right.
And then you put everything else in Filmora. So at there's certain points in Filmora then where you can look around, because there's only that snippet that you're using, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if I'm going to have a little look at that tomorrow at work, if it's quiet, I can get. I've already started the next episode. It's just taking so long, man. It's so much. And like when I looked at, do you know how many files we had on the GoPro 360? There was over 1,000 files, mate. I think it was 1,012 files. And to make the first episode, I used 10. It's like, you know, when you look at it, you go, "Oh my god, I could make videos for years." But just drag it out. But no, there's some really good content coming. I hope you guys like it. It's fun. It takes ages, as you guys know. It takes so long to make. But like me and Matt said, if no one likes it, it doesn't matter. We can both look back and go, "We did that. Look how stupid we are."
100%.
There's so much stupidity and us being us, and like Pete had a little taste of it, but it gets fucking ridiculous. It really does get ridiculous. These episodes will get funnier and funnier because even when we're ratty, like that day I did Applecross and he did the fairy pools. I took him to the fairy pools, and then my day trip was 151 miles round trip, right, to do Applecross on my own. But that day we wanted to kill each other because we're in each other's shoes all the time, but you know, so it's healthy, you know, because you know it's just healthy. But straight afterwards, the following day, we needed that break. As soon as we had that break, we're ready to roll. And we went to that waterfall on the top of Skye, what goes out of 2 locks into the sea. I've got that drone footage, so there's some drone footage coming. I'm gutted that all that drone footage I lost. But, you know, it has made me want to go back to Scotland next year and get that drone footage because it was fucking wicked, man. It really was good. So, yeah, a lot of saving to do.
K1600 or Goldwing? K1600. definitely.
I do like the look of the new Goldwing though.
Yeah.
It does look nice.
Don't float my boat. Don't
Heavy
float my
big
boat.
Said looking sexy as fuck.
Oh, thanks.
Nobody else got that. Well done, Zed.
Munters. Not muckers, munters.
Cool. All right, that's all caught up anyway. What's the time? 10 past. We'll go for about another 5-10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to turn in for the night. I've got another 6 a.m. start.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna head off now because I've got a 3 a.m. start. So,
Nice one, Rich. Thanks for popping in, mate. Much appreciated.
thanks, man. Thanks, everyone. Episode 1 is out now. GTR 9 Travels UK, and hope you like it. It's madness, and it's only going to get better. And Peaky, love you, man.
Love
Bye.
See you later, Walker. Take care.
Be safe on the road. Love you guys. See ya.
See you later. Ciao.
Right, let's find Richie's channel. It's out on his Facebook, but he's up on his YouTube.
Mate, him and his mate Matt, man, they were funny. Honestly, when I was bickering, when I was with them for that night and that morning, mate, they was bickering like fuck. I was crying. Mate, it's like two brothers arguing.
Blowing.
I was crying.
There we go. It's up on the side chat. That's video number 1, episode 1, GTR Travels. Yeah, go and click on that. Copy the link. Go and watch it. If you want to follow the channel, let's bring his channel up as well. Just clicked out. Oh, shut up. Yeah, mute that for a minute. GTR Travels. Let's just bring it back up again. Come into the channel. Right, GTR Travels. 239 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him at 250 by the end of the night. So GTR Travels. There we are. GTR-Travels UK. So that's the channel. Go and subscribe to that. Go and watch that. Lee's disappearing off, and as don't forget, smash that button before you head off. Yes, please. Be much appreciated.
Yeah,
not that tonight gets monetized anyway, because there's too much bad content, especially when this lot starts.
Peaky, I had a walk round Graham's bike the other day. Man,
how nice is it?
It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. There's a lot of good tech on it. Very, very good tech. Absolutely.
Mate, honestly, when I come up to when I stayed at his when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers run, and he was kind of wavering to the BMW, and all I said to him, I says, mate, if the big bikes are too big, have a look at the 750s, the 850s, the 900s. I says, because they phenomenal bikes. But yeah, and when he obviously me and Graham have had a chat over the last couple of months, and he was looking at different bikes and stuff like that. But he's got the right colour. That green is
it's lovely,
perfect.
It's lovely.
It's honestly, mate. And I said to him when he said he picked it, I went, mate, you've got like the ideal bike.
Yeah.
It's ideal for road. It's ideal for off road. It's not too heavy.
And for sale on as well.
Yeah.
Because
that ain't gonna lose. That ain't gonna lose cash.
Prime colour. He's just got a top box for it as well, so he's got a top box on it and whatever. So
I mean, like we was on the top boxes, and he said to me, he says, "What have you got?" And I says, "Well, for me, because I knew what I was doing with the bike before I bought the bike." I said, "So I've gone for the big 58 litre Gibby back box." I said, "So my back box is fucking massive." I says, "But that was like all in all, it was like 300 quid." But for me, that's like my day sack.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I've got my drone in there. I've got my jet ball in there. I've got my cat. I've got my spare batteries. I've got tripods. I've got everything in there. Do you know what I mean? I've got spare gloves, all sorts in there. So I said, so that's kind of like my day to day kind of. I can go out somewhere and know I can get a shot.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just, but if you don't need it, then don't pay the money. If you do need it, if you do want it, then obviously pay the money. But he's bought a he's bought a one of the plastic bat boxes.
Yeah.
Which you get a fucking brilliant, mate.
No, I get. He's like, I get my helmet in it. I said, I get my drone in it. I was like, well, so it's serving its purpose.
Yeah,
it's absolutely serving its purpose. Well done. So this kind of what a setup.
Yeah,
what a setup.
Yeah. Oh, mate, 100%.
Long time lurker, late on tonight. Just sub to GTR. Another bearded Scott, and there's his channel, guys. Soggy Balls Moto. So he's up. He's got 797 subs, 37 videos. Go in there. Another new channel to follow and look at some footage. That will keep me going through the weekend and while I'm on holiday.
I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that. Just make sure you sub to everybody else who's on here. But yeah, but that was more kind of all I wanted was something that I could keep all my shit in. So when I go out for the day, I can get everything in. I ain't got to worry about having a day sack or a fucking bag or fuck all that. I like, do you know what I mean? You could just stack it in there and off you trot. But yeah, but what I have got to say is some of the drone footage that Graham's getting at the minute is fucking brilliant.
Well,
brilliant.
You've obviously spoke to Graham about his past with drones, so you obviously know why his drone footage is so bloody good. Do you know what I mean? Flying them for fun, you know what I mean? It's like,
but it's like when he did that. It was the 3 locks. He did 3 locks day the other week, and mate. And I messaged him. I watched that, and I messaged him, and I went, "When I come up, we need to go there. That is one section I want to go through because that looked absolutely fantastic.
I'll try and dig it out. I've got this. It's like a map of all sort of popular runs in Scotland and the 3 locks, and there's all sorts of runs within it. I can't remember right now what it's called, but I've got it on my computer somewhere. I'll send you. It's a good one to have because it gives you like point to point Google Maps and whatever. I think you can put it onto your sat nav as well. So
yeah, as like a Dropbox. Like kind of yeah. But I said to Graham when he did them 3 locks, and I was like, mate, because when we come, because I've been talking to Graham now the last, like I say, I suppose have gone up the beginning of this month, but we've got a few things going on at work, so I unfortunately I had to cancel it. But I said to Graham, I says, come October, I'm going to come, whether it's rain, shine, raining, whatever. I says, I'm coming up. And he was like, yeah, sound. I was like, sweet. I says, we'll meet up with the lads, even if it's just a beer of a night or something like that. Do you know what I mean? I says, we'll meet up. And I wanted them 3 locks, but he's got, is it the Isle of Bute?
Yes, I wrote that, Roxy.
Yeah. So when you go up the Isle of Bute, you basically zigzag up this road up the Isle of Bute. What I want to do is get the drone at the top, looking down on us,
right,
zigzagging up.
So you've got the Isle of Bute, and on Isle of Bute you've got an area called Scalpsy Bay.
Scalpsy Bay, yeah.
And that's where the seals and the seal pups come on to Scalpsy Bay. And you can park your bike up on the viewpoint and walk actually down the side of the road and actually through a field, and you can sit on the beach. And I'll kid you not, the seal pups will come within about 20 meters of you. You can sit there and film it. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. It's brilliant.
But that one of the things is I don't know about this until I started to speak to Graham. And Graham was like, we'll do this. And I was like, fucking yeah, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when you start looking at it and you start getting, that's when for me, the footage that I'm getting is already in my head with the video that I want to make. Does that make sense?
Good. Well, I've got a few nursing homes that you can zoom right into.
I thought you said nurses' homes, not nursing homes.
No,
that,
it was nurses' home.
So
Nice,
what,
nice
you,
one.
what are you up to the weekend then, Rev?
Garage tomorrow. Late. I'm out of there at 6 tomorrow night, and then we've got to get home, pack the cases, get ready. We are off on Sunday, and we're going to be driving down to Wales. So we're going to probably go down the top end into, I think it's Bristol, down to, well, I think Cardiff or whatever, go down the bottom. But we are at a place called Kilgetty, which is, I think, 10 miles from. I'm getting bloody cramp in my legs now, so let me just sit forward on this chair a little bit. We are going to a place called Folly Farm Park or something, Folly Farm Zoo. Let me just find it. Folly Farm Holiday Park. There we go. Ho Season's one, but we have got the one called the Simba Lodge. We were looking at it thinking, all right, stay in a lion themed Simba Lodge.
Right.
So we had a look around it. I'm like, all right, let me see if I can load the 360 of this. There we go.
Is that in Wales?
It's in Wales, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just up. Let me go into it. But when we were chatting with the because I phoned them up, I said, oh, what's it actually like? And we were looking at the so this is the inside, massive great lounge, kitchen, open kitchen, and then you go down the bottom, you've got a seating area, of course, you've got to have a hot tub. But the whole park, it's all massive great fields everywhere because it's actually on the zoo. So you get access to the zoo free of charge every day. Whacking great big double bedroom there. You've got another bedroom there. You've got another one there, but everything's got Simba the Lion. And then you walk down there, and obviously you've got your ensuite bathroom there, walk-in shower. So it's not a bad little place. But when we actually spoke to them, they said, oh, yeah, the reason it's called the Simba Lodge is that you are 10 meters from the perimeter of the lion's fence. And I'm like, all right, so the lions can walk past, and it's like, wash the meat a little bit hotter in there, cook the meat a bit lower. So, yeah, boiled human. So, yeah. Oh, no, thanks a sub, guys. Got over. Sounds like Peaky's house. Oh, God's sake.
That's what I was laughing at.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you character. But it'll be good. So we're going to go out and have a little bit of fun because we don't do nightlife. We prefer just to sit home, bottle of wine, sit in the hot tub. The dog's staying with the mother-in-law, thank God. So it's just me and Mrs. B.
Nice.
But it'll be nice just to unwind, recharge the batteries, because the week that I'm back, obviously, is the week that the 8 bikes get ready for prep. So they've said, oh, I said, aren't you doing them next week? No, we're saving for when you get back. Thanks, guys. So I've got 8 bikes and 1 car to do. So yeah, and it's just full on nuts at the moment. Everybody's stressed to the maximum, just pushing the hours, but we need more staff. I think we need more staff.
How's that bloke again?
He's getting better. The young lad's getting better.
No, the one, the one that did the.
Oh, Martin, he's our contractor. He actually finished on Saturday because he's going back to college now.
That's a bit gutting.
I know, because he does R&D. He's in the research and development department for basically Nifty lifts. They design these lifts that take people up and down.
Yeah.
So he's in the R&D department. So he had 5 weeks with us because he was obviously off work while they did a refurb, but he's back in now. So it's yeah. It would be the same buying from your garage. That's what everybody said because we were looking at the analytics of why we're selling so many of these WK scramblers. And I went, I can't figure it out. And we looked at the garage videos, had 28 views. So I put the same video on Eclipse that I put up on mine with just different titles at the beginning. Phil's had 28 views. I've had 5,500. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't figure out why I've had 5,500 views. till I went onto the WK bike site, and they've tagged my videos on every bike in their range. So yeah, WK bikes are actually sharing my videos left, right, and centre. So yeah,
good.
Let me have a quick. Do you have to pay £60 a month for service on the day? No, you don't. Right, let's get servicing out of the way. Any 125, and it's the same whether it's Lexmoto, Zontes, Honda, even the big brands. 500 miles or 3 months is your first service. Whatever comes sooner. So it's the same on every bike across the brand, give or take 50 miles. So 500 miles, 3 months, service 109.50. Or some garages will do it for anything from sort of 60 quid upwards, but they're just busy fools. Your next service then is going to be for every 3,000 or 6 months for your second one. And then it extends by 6 months each time. So your next one is a year. Your next one is 18 months, 3,000, 2 years, 3,000, whatever comes sooner. So every 3,000 miles, 6 months for your 3 months your first, 6 months for the next, then 12 months, then 18, then 24. So, and it's the same right across the board with all servicing, and we do exactly the same service on the first, second, third, and fourth. So we'll even pull a plug. If a bike's only done 200 miles, we'll still pull the plug out, check the plug, and make sure it's burning correctly. But that's what you should do. Tappets, you don't need to do. That is chargeable. That's an extra chargeable job. Just depends how quick it is to get in the top of the bike. And someone said to me the other day, he said, what's your valve clearances on a 125? I said, they're all about the same. 0.04 on the front, 0.06 on the exhaust. And he said, well, shouldn't it be 0.04, 0.04? No, because the exhaust is the valve that's going to heat up. So you need extra clearance on a hot exhaust valve. So 0.06 on your exhausts. But if you want to do it yourself, get yourself some feeler gauges, go and watch a YouTube video. There are loads and loads of videos how to set your valve clearances on the 125. And just be thankful that you've only got one cylinder and not 4 like me and Zed. And they're not shimmed. Yeah, and if it
starts getting mental.
Yeah, when you start getting into
balance carbs and that.
Oh yeah, trying to balance carbs is an absolute nightmare. It's being ride tested, not just thrown down a conveyor by a monkey with a random spanner. Exactly. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to getting to I tell you what, the WK Scramblers are very good. We had I can't go into it too much, but we had a guy picked up his 50cc Scrambler today. They bought it back about 2 hours later, and the guy that had come to pick it up rode a 700cc, and he said to me, he said, I can't get no more than 6 miles an hour out the thing. Well, are you going through the box? Yes, but I have to keep dropping it down through the revs to get it down, and in first gear I can only get 6 miles an hour out the bike. Yeah, but how are you riding it? Boom, 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 boom. I said, no, you have to pin the throttle and rev the nuts off it in first gear, get it into second, get it in the third, and basically don't drop the revs, just clutch change. You've got to be quick on the clutch change to get it through into fourth gear, because it's only got about 2.5, 3 horsepower on a 50. And he was like, oh, yeah. So I took it out, did the run. I climbed Brickhill Hill and got 22 out of it. And it rode fine, but riding a 50cc geared bike is totally different to riding your 700. You have to pin the throttle in every gear. And that's the only way you can ride it.
Big bike riders get lazy, and that's a fact. It's like I took out the Himalaya. It's a 3 something or other cc.
Yeah.
The original one, the Mark 1 Himalaya, and actually, like, I was up in a 1200cc at the time, so like I'm like going down a straight going, oh my god. I get more fun trying to carry speed through corners than I did pinning a big bike on a straight, because it teaches you roadcraft that a big bike makes you forget.
Yeah.
Because it just becomes lazy, because you've got it on the throttle, you've got it whenever you want it. So if you need it, you can take it. Whereas in a smaller bike, you need to work for it. and you forget that when you go into
Yeah.
a bigger bike.
Say
Exactly.
that was
Is it the
that's
same with the
what,
125? Believe it or not, the 125 rides lovely. You can just open the throttle nicely, get through. We always say get through the box as quick as you can, get it in the top gear, then pin the throttle. But you must
I
on
say
a
that.
new
I say
bike,
that about the wife as well.
new bike, you've got to run them in 40 mile an hour max for the first 500 service, and you can open it up to 50. The dealer should tell you all this, but if you go and watch any of my ride videos, I mention it on every video that I do. Pin the throttle on your big bike, your vertical. I tell you what, try doing that on the GTR. Yeah,
tried it on GS.
or do it on a GS. Yeah,
Because when I raced that, what was it? A CBR 1000 or what?
yeah.
So when he come past me, and I swear to God, he was that far away from me when he went past me. That's what annoyed me. It was the fact he overtook me, and he overtook me at speed. It's the fact that there was two lanes
give
going into
space.
one, and
Aye.
he come past me like this, and that's what got my fucking goat up. That's what made me angry. So that's why I went after him then. Do you know what I mean? So when I went past him in the corners, I'm like, this mate, he said to me, when we come past him, he gave me a fist pump, and he was like that, which obviously was saying to me, like, my crash bars was like that far off the floor. But I was going around, I went around the outside of him, mate. I'm on this fucking corner, and I was hanging off. Do you know what I mean? And I went past him, and I just thought, you know what, mate? You know, I'm a fast rider on the track. Oh, I'm a fast rider. You know, I ride to how I feel comfortable. At the end of the day, I ain't going to put myself in a predicament where I feel uncomfortable, or I'm going to fucking crash, or I'm going to put other people in danger. I ain't going to do that. But with him, I kind of felt like I need to fucking prove a point here. So when I flew past him then, and I tapped my back end to say, hook on, which what you do on the track, you tap your back end to say, hook on. So I went, and I just fucked off. Then I lost my shit then, because I just fucked off then. And then within 3 corners, I couldn't see him within 3 corners. And then, like I say, when Rev caught me up, Rev had caught the lad up, basically. So, you know, when Rev pulled round onto the straight and caught, so the lad was just giving me the fist bump. Do you know what I mean? And I just lost my shit. I was just like, mate, fucking, just because I'm on a fucking GS, just because I'm sat here in a pair of jeans and a BMW jacket, don't mean that I can't fucking ride.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what fucking annoyed me. Do you know what I mean? And that's
As I said, it's not the
knows.
bike, it's the rider. It's the rider every time.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. But you know, I wouldn't have done that if he'd have just gone past me normally. If he'd have gone past me, not fucking a foot and a half away, you wouldn't have bothered me. I'd have let him crack on. I'd have gone, sweet mate, off you fucking truck.
Up beside the Loch Lomond, we've got a place called the Green Welly Shop.
Yeah,
so everyone stops off and the fuel's up. So like you get the Sunday Warriors, brand new leathers, bikes that are more than I could afford, chicken strips that wide. You get old guys on old bikes, hanging bikes, hanging leathers. The leathers are about 40-year-old, broken arses. They walk like that along the. You know what I mean? You try and keep up with these guys, cannot do it. Do it. No matter how hard you try. Don't judge anybody. It doesn't matter how shiny your bike is, how much it costs. Doesn't matter. Just everyone chill out and ride. That's what I say.
Yeah. I say this to quite a few people. There's always someone faster.
I've never ever in my life professed to be a fast rider. I'm a smooth rider. That's what I class myself as. I'm a smooth rider.
Because that's like Peaky said to me he said, "Oh, bloody hell, left you behind." I said, "Yeah, I caught up on the straights, but I wasn't comfortable because I didn't know the road. I didn't know the corners. So I was just riding in my own comfort zone. I'll catch up. I'll catch up. But on
Or-
the straight,
or
if
is it
I
like
get
that-
straight, you know, I caught them on the straight because I just opened that thing up. That GTR will shift when you give it some.
Yeah.
But on the corners, I didn't know the road, so I weren't going to put myself in harm's way and be outside my comfort zone.
But that's the difference. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you can ride a bike that you don't know the road, but you're comfortable riding
Yeah.
the bike, if that makes sense.
See, at the end of the day, the three of us are sitting here, right? Okay, so like, you come up to Scotland, we go to the foot of Loch Lomond, and I could lead, right? And Brian, obviously with your track experience, you're going to know the corners and stuff like that. But and Dave, like, so when you're coming up behind and whatever, it's like you ride your own ride.
Yeah.
You ride how comfortable you feel. See if I'm not riding as fast as Brian wants, I'm expecting Brian to come past me because I'll feel it. Because I'm an experienced rider. I've ridden with so many different types of rider. If I feel somebody starting to encroach, I'll pull in and I'll just wave them on. I'll go on. Your ride's different to my ride. I want to ride with people that are like-minded in the sense of, do you know what I mean? It's like there's some days I want to push on. Don't get me wrong. It's like but there's some days that you've just got to let people do their thing because everyone's sitting in their own wee window of mindset, and that's a crucial thing. It's like how you are and how you're focused on that day.
Definitely. Right, I'm going to wrap up, boys. I'm going to head off. Thanks to everyone that's come in tonight, especially Rich, GTR, Sprocket, Slow, VJ, both all the boys in the side chat down there. Don't forget, go and watch the rerun and have a look at some of the side chat on this. Thanks to my mate Peaky for the Peaky and Rev show. It should be the Peaky Rev Peaky.
Red. That's a mouthful, eh?
Rev Peaky and Red. But yeah,
man.
thanks very much for coming in, boys. I will try and catch up with you while I'm out on holiday. If I get to the live stream next Friday, happy days. If not, I'm on holiday and I shall be having my feet up. So
enjoy
If you don't do
life.
if you don't do the live, jump onto my channel because I'll do
yeah. I'll message you in the way. I'll let you know where we are, Brian. And if
I
not,
am going to be.
take over.
Yeah, I am going to be in Belgium, but I will do a live.
Are you
Nice
going next Friday? Are you doing a live?
Yeah. I'm gonna
If
do a
I-
live.
if I don't get on, then
keep an
yeah.
eye out, mate. I'll keep
Yeah.
an eye out.
Yeah,
All
I'm going
right.
to be in Belgium. But I'm going to do a live.
Are we all
If
are we
Red does
naked?
it.
Are we
Yeah.
naked? Is that a naked
Yeah.
live? Is that what it is?
Yeah, pants on your head.
Lovely. Cheers, Brian. Thanks, Stu, for coming in.
My best, bro.
All right, we'll see you next week. Till then, be well, ride safe, and as
Take care,
always,
man.
it's a big goodbye from me. And if you can't do as he says,
Stay safe, keep your family safe, and smile.
nice one. Take care, boys. See you later. Cheers.
All
See you
right,
later.
fun.
Ta-ra.